How is it going, nerders and PTFOers? Scott the Master Nerder here, and today we have Snoov from SHuSTYBANG with us. His team is actually favored to win in the PS3 bracket. If you haven't seen the poll to vote on who you think's going to win, make sure you check the description here. Go vote. Today or tomorrow is going to be the last day to vote because once the matches start, we close the poll. But with Snoov, we're simply going to be talking about, how his team's preparation is going, and if they think they're going to be the ones to win. And then in the end, he's going to go over his picks for the first round, and I'll also go over my picks after that. Hope you enjoy. Alright, Snoov, so you and Fake Thriller of SHuSTYBANG are favored to win in the PS3 bracket. Do you guys think you have what it takes?
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident.
Alright, and so you guys, have you played Squad Rush a lot?
You know, it's funny, up until yesterday, I had never played, and the reason was there's been a handful of times we've gotten into games, and it's either only had like one other person, or people just automatically quit on us. It was impossible to get into a full game, so we were just like, never going to deal with it. Last night, we played, I think, almost like somewhere between 12 and 15 games against the three biggest tryhards I've ever encountered in Battlefield 3 ever, and I think we only won one game.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely not an easy match to play just because people quit out so much and then you're just sitting there waiting.
Right.
Often.
These three kids, I think, were just complete tryhards. The lowest rank out of the three of them, I think, was like a Colonel 68. I think that's what it's called, like when you have the eagle.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to what the names of it are. But, yeah, I mean, I think that guy had like almost 80 hours of game time on the game, like over me. Wow. And I have most out of everyone playing in my group. So, yeah, it was kind of like, oh, man, is this really what's going to happen during the tournament? But I think that was just kind of like a crazy exception where we got put into a game against this ridiculously stacked team. But yeah. I think we can hold our own in this tournament. I
mean, you guys do sort of have an advantage over some of the teams here because you and Fake Thriller have played together so often. So hopefully that gives you're good on call-outs and, communication-wise and tactics. Yeah, him and I have been friends for like 20 years, and pretty much all of our video gaming in the past 5 years has been together. We rarely play any game when we're not playing with each other, Almost every game we play is some sort of team-based game. So yeah. we kind of both understand what we're doing almost at all times, and we kind of understand what one person's going to do, and we're encountering a couple of people. Yeah. So it works out really well. Okay, so if we're talking directly about, Squad Rush, you're both new to the game type. I mean, do you have any plans going into it, or have you had any practices or watched anything? We had one practice last night, and it was just to get our new teammate into the groove to see what his call-outs were like, how good his communication was and stuff like that, because Fake Thriller and myself are really good with that anyway. So we're like, okay, well, let's get the teammates in and try and get them on the same page as us, and we'll just work on being as efficient as we can. That and just working with different class combinations, like, okay, we'll go 1 recon and 2 assaults, or 2 recons, 1 assault, and see what our best bet is. But aside from that, we pretty much handled Rush like really, really well as it is. I think I've almost got a 5-to-1 win-loss ratio on Rush, and Fake Thriller's like just behind me with like 4 point something. So we're just kind of looking at it as a miniature Rush, and we're really good at it. So yeah, okay. I'm feeling pretty good. Good deal. So over the next week, since your first week is a bye week, I mean, what is your plan to improve? You're hoping just keep playing Rush, keep getting good there, or do you have some ideas for some specific Squad Rush things you want to look into, other than just, as you already said, class combination?
No, not really. Just working on our call-outs. One of our teammates, he is heavily a team deathmatch player. Yeah. So just trying to get him involved more with the bigger maps, because as everyone knows, team deathmatch maps are much smaller. Yeah. So, as we're going along, he's like, oh man, I didn't even know about this part of the map. So just trying to get him more familiarized with those areas and getting the call-outs down for him so that when he's engaged and he's trying to kind of convey what's going on, he can accurately describe where he's at, and that helps us. Aside from that, just keep doing our thing.
Yeah, all right. So you're hoping your raw talent carries you guys through, huh?
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we've always been big on team gameplay, working together as tactically as possible to always get out the win, and that's almost what every video on our channel has always been about. And I'm wondering if that doesn't have play in a little more to why we were voted up so high in the projected standing here.
Alright, well, what I want to do quickly now is, I know you guys have a bye week, but I was just going to run through the 4 matches on PS3 that are happening this weekend and just see if you have a pick for them, and we'll see you know how your predictions turn out.
All right.
All right, so we'll start with match A, which is the underdogs versus dude men. Just wondering which one would you pick to win?
I'm actually going to pick the dude men.
Okay, you're thinking dude men in match A. And how about match B, gunslingers versus beasts from above?
Ooh, probably the gunslingers.
All right, gunslingers. And match C, we have Team Teabag versus Kofu Azra.
Ooh, that... I don't know. That's going to be close. I'll go with Kufu Azra because I've seen Forever Azrael play, and he's pretty good. So,
all right,
I'll give them the nod.
Last one, Team LOL versus Fat Ghost.
Probably Fat Ghost.
All right, those are picks. We'll see how they turn out, and you guys who are watching can leave your picks below. And thank you, Snoop. We're gonna let you go now. Get back to practicing or whatever you guys are doing, and I'll go over my picks.
All right, sounds good.
And now I quickly want to just go over my picks and who I think is going to win, and we'll just see if I end up being right, you end up being right, or Snoov ends up being right. For match A between the underdogs and the dude men, you know, I really don't know too much about these teams. I have watched a bit of their videos, but I just can't see a clear winner. I don't see someone who really stands out going to carry it. But just to vote, I think I'm going to go with the dude men for this one. We'll see if I'm right there. Going to match B with gunslingers versus beasts from above. Now, I really know Mr. Texan is a strong player because I've watched more of his videos just because I've been following him for a longer time. But from what I've seen, Eagle Swords did some squad rush game battles back in Bad Company 2. And if he played a lot there, he really may come in with a strong advantage in this game. I guess we'll have to see how much of that carries over. But just to vote, I think I'm actually going to vote for Gunslingers on this one. And let's move over to match C, Team Teabag versus Kufu Azra. One thing, like SHuSTYBANG, Team Teabag is comprised of friends. So this really might give them an advantage, you know, you don't have to learn to adapt to someone, you already know what's going on, and that can really help a team out. And another issue with Kufu Azra is they have a huge time difference, so that might be limiting their practice time together. Because of this, I think I'm going to have to put my vote for Team Teabag. And for the last match in round 1, match D, Team LOL versus Fat Ghost. I think this may be one of the most exciting matches to watch on the PC round 1 bracket. Dark Symmetry on Team LOL is a very smart player, and I've seen her do a lot of tactical videos, but mostly it's on the large game mode, and it's sort of a slow controlled movement. I think the tactical play will really help out in a small game mode like Squad Rush, but sometimes you really have to crank it up a bit more. One other thing is I think Team LOL, you know, they're really having fun with it, they're just trying to enjoy it. I don't know, Fat Ghost might come in with a bit more of a competitive edge, and because of that, if they really put on their try-hard pants, I think I'm just going to have to throw my hat into Fat Ghost just to pick one there too. Alright, so remember, leave your picks below for all 3 matches, and we'll see who turns out right, and if you haven't done the poll, go check those out. Happy gaming, everyone.